Seattle. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Play. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Bound to lose one.
Henry up the middle. Down to the 41. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36.
Kill.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You go tight. You got tight.
2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Titans a first down.
57. Mike. 57 is the mic. Watch 57. Rip left. Rip left.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Mike's 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill, a throw out wide that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
I'm coming.
Now Gino on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Warrior 70.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Go, Rig, go.
After the interception, here's Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakonkwo. 67 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is the tight end fan.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin. 27 yards.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Here we go. 30.
They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57. Yeah. You don't want none. 57.
A first down carry for Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Bullock's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Come on now, let's go.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Ready,
The final shot here before break. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
70, Hawk 70.
So we got man. Wide, get wide.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Watch twist.
Check smash.
They'll try the air now with Smith. They set up the screen to Penny. There he goes, right side.
Bring in the second spring.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 61 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mike 57. Target.
Ready, go.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First and 10, it's Willis.
Rolling to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Watch the run.
On first down, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Jam.
Again to Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check 56. Hey, I'm coming.
Run.
Mike's 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Alert 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Keep on coming.
Mike, 56.
Play.
56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run it again with Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Block.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Go.
Mike 56.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
He's checking.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 56.
And they will take a knee here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Smith. Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
57 is Mike. Mike 57.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On play action, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
26 yards.
And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again with Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
From the red zone now, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Smith on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Get it. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Please, Lions.
On first down, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Viking 18.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shift, shift. Shift. Check 24. Check 24. Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Nothing here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First down, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now 21-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched...
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, here's Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, no, easy.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Switch up. Hey, bring up 48. First.
From the 38, Cousins.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Listen to me.
57.
To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Cousins now.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Set. 19.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep playing.
They'll go option to the short side. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 26 yards.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Get up. Gravity Lion.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go.